What's going on, guys? Appreciate you chiming in to another video. If you saw my last video, it's pretty much using the product profit calculator, how to go ahead and pull numbers via Jungle Scout and Amazon and the Chrome extension, plugging them into your Excel sheet and making sure that the numbers make sense before you pull the trigger on the product. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. First things first, you pull up your Excel sheet. The layout might vary depending on what year you have your Excel. This one I think is a 2016. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. If you don't know how to make formulas or things for your columns, go ahead and just YouTube video it, but you can also just follow along because I'm literally gonna do all the formulas for everyone. So let's go ahead and go under column A. I'm gonna go ahead and input this as product name. So this is where you're gonna want to go ahead and put the name of the product. This is what I learned. First thing, if you see that this kind of spreads over the next line, just double click this here and it'll automatically space that. I do leave column B empty intentionally, that way I can highlight the color or fill it in pretty much to see if that product makes sense. You pretty much leave it green if you like that, leave it yellow if you need to talk to more manufacturers, but you don't want to give up completely on the product yet. So let's go to skip B, go to C. C, I'm going to go ahead and put total amount of units. So total amount of units. Okay. D, I'm going to label cost per unit. Okay. E, I'm going to go ahead and label as total cost. And keep in mind, guys, you guys don't have to go ahead and use the same ones that I do. I just like these because these names or titles of columns make sense to me. But you can go ahead and switch it out to whatever you feel best. Next one is estimated shipping cost. All right. And then for G, I'm going to go ahead and put estimated cost. Column H, Amazon fees. And the best part is if you don't know how to use Excel, just follow along and you can make your own spreadsheet. I, cost per unit with B's. Okay. Let's see. For column J, estimated listing price. For K, total revenue per unit. L, total profit per unit. Alright. M, total revenue per order. And I will go ahead and use total profit per product. Wow. Excuse me having to edit my writing. The good thing is you don't have to be smart to do Amazon or make money. Profit after reinvesting. I like the O column best because that's what I know I'm going to keep after I already invest in a specific product and I want to reorder it. Alright. Let's see. I did on the other video, if you saw, I had 20 total actual columns and rows for the fact that I want to eventually work my way up to 20 products. Um, Once I actually start ordering, I'll go ahead and label how many times I've ordered that product so I can see the trend if it keeps going higher or low so I can beat the market, the seasons, get everything set up that way. Let's go ahead and get this. I'm going to do it with borders, thick outer borders, and let's see, the thick top and bottom. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and input the formulas. So we got the graph laid out, which is pretty much the visual. So let's go ahead and list this out. So let's see, total amount of units you do not need, D you do not need, E you will need. So to input a formula, you have to hit the equal sign first, and then you're gonna input what you want to go ahead and do. So in my case, I want to put C2 times D2. Essentially, it's the amount of units times cost per unit gives you a total cost that you're gonna pay for that. So C2 times D2. And then you hit equals, and then the next thing you can do is you hold where you have this formula, you hold it, and you drag it all the way down to the 20th column, or how many ever columns you're going to use. You're going to hit enter. I'm sorry, did not hit that properly. So the bottom right corner, this little square you see here, do that, and it'll do that formula for you. So essentially, you see how it multiplies it for you automatically. That's what you want to do. And you're going to do the same thing to all the other columns once you input the formulas. So F you don't need, G you will need, E2 plus F2. So total cost plus shipping cost. So equal sign again, E2 plus F2 equals that amount there. Drag, hold, perfect. Amazon fees you will not need, cost per unit with fees. Let's see, you will use, so my formula for that is forgot, equals G2 divided by C2 plus H2. Then you get equals. Okay, let's go ahead and do the same thing. Perfect. Estimated listing price you will not need, that's what you're going to want to put. K, let's go into the formula for K, equal sign. K is J2 minus I2. So that's going to be your Amazon fees, pretty much minus your listing price, or your listing price minus Amazon fees, your total cost per unit with everything plus Amazon fees. So let's go ahead and drag this all the way down. Perfect. For column L, the formula you are going to use is K2 minus I2. Perfect. So this is J2, this is I2, and let's go ahead and drag and drop. For M, you are going to go ahead and equal for the formula K2 times C2. So this is pretty much your total revenue times the amount of units you're going to reorder, or you ordered, I should say, not reorder, sorry. So however many units you ordered times the revenue you made. That's what M equals. And the total profit for the product, you're going to go and hit enter the formula L2 times C2. Okay, so again, O, if you remember from my other video, you do not need. This is what I did for myself because I want to see how much profit I keep after I reorder the product. If the product is doing well, of course you're going to want to reorder, but you want to make sure you're not losing money out of pocket again. So this formula is going to be N2 minus G2. So it's going to be your total profit for the product if you sell it once, keep, minus your reinvestment cost again. This is not including Amazon fees, by the way. Amazon fees will vary depending on the product weight, season, I would assume, and the um, packaging. So this is technically, sorry, this is technically the formula is there, and that's all it is in reality. If you want to go ahead and do this, that way you can distinguish what your actual tabs are. You can do that. You can go into space more. Um, you can also go ahead and highlight this if you want to go ahead and do this a different color. For profit, I always like to use green, actual profit that I keep, and that's for reinvesting again. If you want to go ahead and highlight this a different kind of color, you can pretty much customize it to whatever suits your needs. Um, So yeah, that's pretty much it. I appreciate you chiming in and looking at what this channel has to offer. There's more videos to come. This is just pretty much getting you set up for success as far as the whole Excel sheet and product profit calculator. Make sure that whatever you do before you actually start inputting numbers, make sure you save this file already. Save it as a blank. That way, if you ever need to input more stuff or you sell more than 20, which would be awesome, but you always have this blank sheet without any units input yet. But it's up to you if you want to do that. I did that, so I have two saved copies, one original, which is 0 blanks, and the other one that I have actual products already listed and that I'm looking at doing. So appreciate you guys chiming in. You have any questions, don't hesitate to go ahead and ask, comment. Please like and subscribe. Again, I definitely encourage people to comment and ask questions just for the fact that I do want to help everyone out as much as I can. And I would love to see your guys' success. So if you follow me, I will definitely subscribe back. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Take care. Before I forget though, on this amount here, if you click on these, you will see the formulas are input. But if you want to get it to go ahead and be numbered out, let's see, what do I need? This will be number, Amazon fees listed. All right, cool. So pretty much everything else except A and B are going to be numbers. What I mean by that is like dollar signs. So instead of leaving it as general, we're going to go ahead and actually input those as accounting. That way, if you type in, as an example, the amount of units, 100, cost per unit, 5, or whatever, it gives you 500 as opposed to where it would have just given you 500 with no number signs. So that's pretty much an example of how you can go ahead and do that. Actually, that was my fault. Let's go ahead and switch this back to general, not accounting. So 100 units times $5 each, $500. All right, guys. Now you have a great day. Take care.